Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Welcome. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me skip the ad. Hi, guys. Who do we have here today? Today, we talk about what love got to do with it. Welcome, everybody. Oh, gosh, I got a headache. Probably need to put my glasses on. Hey, 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 Trudy. Hey, Brittany Goddess. How are ya? How are you guys doing today? Welcome, everybody. Today we talking about what love got to do with it. Hey, Aisha, what's going on? Yeah. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, Brittany. Maybe it's the lighting, and I did put a little powder on today to kind of take the shine down. So thank you. Hey, been there. Hey, Heem. How are you? What's going on today, my lovelies? So we talk about what's love got to do with it today. Now, can I tell y'all something? I don't think I'm gonna be doing the readings live because I get distracted. So I think I'm just gonna pre-record the readings and then I'll jump on live and we can talk about it if y'all have questions. Cause I'll be distracted. I think I go through it a lot faster if I'm not on live, because then I'll be wanting to jump in the chat and talk and stuff. So, hey, Oni, how are you? Hey, Sam, how are you? All right, y'all. So the topic of today is, what does love have to do with it? Have any of you guys experienced in your relationships loving someone more than you love yourself? Have any of you guys been there? Are you rewatched it today? Brittany, what did you think? Did you think it was too much distractions, Brittany? In the live versus if I um Okay, so Heem said yes. Ben there says sure. Trudy says I used to. Okay, so how do you guys feel about that? Do you feel like you've lost yourself? Do you feel like at that point you lost yourself? Okay, Trudy said yes. Okay. All right, so let's discuss maybe some things about how we don't get caught up in that again as we approach in this energy, okay? This is going to be very important. You know how I always talk about emotional triggers, right, guys? Heem said, hell yeah, I lost myself. Okay, Heem, let me ask you a question. Was it okay, so did you okay, him, because we do real talk here on this show, and I'm gonna pose this to everybody. And we use him a lot for the male energy, y'all, for the so him get asked a lot of questions if you are new and you were watching. I do want to ask you, hey Jean, how are you, my love? Jean, the topic today is what love has to do with it. And the question that we've just posed was, have you ever been in a relationship where you feel like you've loved the other person more than they've loved you? And so far, the consensus is yes. Okay. Okay. So Aisha says, I have another teleport. It was, okay, taught by, oh, really? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're gonna get into all of that. That's a good one, Aisha. Okay. No, I don't think I've ever loved more than I've lost. Okay. I feel like a certain situation definitely lost myself, but that situation never. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's start that. Aisha hit on a real point, right? So, I'm West Indian, so in the West Indian culture, we are taught that regardless of what your man does or doesn't do, if you are used to cooking his food and washing his clothes and picking up after him, all of that stuff, even if you're going through things, you are still, as the wife, supposed to do all of the things that you will normally do if you're not angry or mad with him, right? So you are not to use your duties as a wife, right? As a wife, and take away from your wifely duties, quote unquote. So we get stuck once again in energetic patterns that now in this day and age does not work for us, because I kind of feel like back in the days, women felt that they had to put up with a lot of things, and men felt like they had to be a certain type of way. I just think, and now for my generation, and me personally, I remember no one taught me how to be a wife or how to be in a healthy marriage or a healthy relationship. And why is that important? That is important because you can't lose yourself and give more of yourself to someone than you receive. Now, and then we talked about love languages here, right? So we're not talking about miscommunication within love language. We're talking about maybe some insecurities within you that you may need to heal, some power, personal power within you that you may need to embrace. Like, let's talk about really not the surface shit that we do in relationships, right, to please the other person. Let's talk about why, like internally, why we feel the need to please someone that is not giving back, that's not fulfilling our needs also, right? So we're not asking somebody to make us happy, but we're also asking someone to respect us as individual, right? And to love us, right? As we love them, right? So why do we tolerate things that is not of ourselves? Now, I feel like it's important for me to talk about these topics leading up to Aries season because of all of this emotional Piscean energy, which is also about understanding. So if you can understand thyself, if you can know thyself, right, then you can change. You don't have to wait for someone else to come in and add to you. You don't have to wait for someone else to come in and make you whole, okay? My ex made me feel guilty whenever I treated myself good. Okay, he would get mad and say I was seeing someone else. See, and that now, Trudy, can I say something to you? That could have been based on his own insecurity within himself. Right? Ben did said mine did that too. Ignored him, but the pressure was there. He was also very narcissistic. Yeah. Now, where does that energy, like, where does a narcissist come from? That's low self esteem. That's someone that starts out with a very low self esteem. Okay. So there is, okay, first of all, let me just dissect something right here for you guys. Your adulthood or your future is always going to be based on your perception of the past. Okay. Hey, Didi, I got your email. I didn't get a chance to respond yet, but I did get your email. And I think somebody else emailed me and I didn't get a chance to respond. Didi emailed me and I can't remember. Somebody else emailed me. I will be responding later today. Um, so, um, uh, so I'm sorry, guys. I got distracted by the comments. So let's talk about this, right? Your past can definitely predict your future if you are not aware of what's going on. Okay, your past can continuously keep you stuck in an emotional and a mental and a physical, right, negative mind loop, right, negative space in your mind, space in your heart if you are not dealing with your shit. Okay, past rejections, past trauma, past pain can keep predicting your future if you don't heal. That's why it's key to know thyself. Hey, Nancy, how are you? This is why it's key to knowing yourself, right? This is why it's key to knowing how you love. This is why it's key to know that if someone cheats on you, you are not able to sustain the relationship anymore instead of trying for 2 years, right? Why invest 2 years of your life if you know your makeup, you will not be able to trust again? You understand what I'm saying, guys? So it's important for you to know who you are. It's important for you to know what your triggers are. And it's really important for you to know your traumas, for you to understand where they come from, and for you to begin to heal them. Okay. Now, why is that important? Let me give you an example. Okay. Am I back? Am I back, Trudy? I'm hoping I'm back. I was just about, okay, perfect. Okay. Oh my gosh. Am I back? Okay. I took off my Wi-Fi. I took off my Wi-Fi, so hopefully that works. Okay. Um, Aisha said it's important to work on yourself and look for the places that you don't feel whole in before you decide to join up with someone else. Because if they are the type of people, they will take advantage. Exactly, Aisha. And also, Aisha, if you don't heal that part of yourself, you can keep attracting the same type of people to keep reinforcing that brokenness within self. This is why it's important for you to heal yourself, because if you don't heal yourself, you can leave one relationship, take the baggage with Tyrone, all right, and the baggage with James before Tyrone into your new situation with Rick. Okay, so Rick is dealing with your trauma and your shit from Tyrone and James that you haven't healed with. Okay, now when someone loves you, and I want you guys to grab this, when someone loves you and someone is whole and someone is complete and someone understands who they are not going to take your broken pieces, right, and use them against you. What they will do is help aid you in your wholeness and in your healing. Okay, so what do I mean by that? If someone know you have some type of trauma from a physical abuse, okay, they're going to approach you differently, right, in tense situations, right? They're going to be more gentle with you. They're not going to be aggressive or hostile if they know that this is something that triggers you, okay? Someone that loves you, instead of, once they find out that that's a trigger for you, they will want to find out, what can we do, or how can I help aid and assist you in your healing. They're not going to use it against you, okay? This is what we're talking about, mature love. This is what we're talking about, love that surpasses all understanding. Unconditional love does not want to fucking break you down. When you're in a relationship with someone feels like they have to break you down, that is not a healthy relationship, okay? That is not a healthy relationship. At that point, what does love have to do with it? That is not a healthy relationship. Please understand that, okay? Now, this is not to say relationships are perfect. This is not to say, right, that you're not going to experience things within that relationship. That's not true, because you will. If you are a work in progress and that person is a work in progress and you're both continuously working on yourself, that person will probably trigger something in you that you may need to heal from. But once that's triggered, they are going to help aid you, right? Help aid. They're not going to do that work for you. A mature person is not going to do your work for you, but they are going to help aid you and be there to support you. Hey, Lily Jules, right? And be there to support you in what you need. If that support is holding you tight at night while you cry, then that's what you got. If that support is giving you tough love so you can get through some shit and get off your ass, then that's what you got, right? But even in tough love, that don't mean using your words to break somebody down, okay? So remember, we talked about the power of a woman, and I want you guys to grab this analogy, okay? So me personally, I don't want to be a man in a relationship. I don't want to be no man. I want to be the woman. Okay. I want to be the woman. I understand my power. I'm here to receive and I'm here to give birth. Okay. I'm not trying to be no man. No, I'm not trying to do none of that heavy lifting. I'm not. Yeah. So you can call me old school if you want to. Jeannie said, I'm still here bathing the kids and listening. Okay. That's what's up. Okay. Okay, Jane, that's what's up. I'm not trying to be a man. I want to be a woman, right? And I understand my energetic role as a woman. That does not mean that a man gets to walk all over me, right? I understand that there is a place where both male and female, or man and woman, has to come together within a relationship, and they have to surrender to the love. Okay, have any of you really been in a relationship where both parties have surrendered to love? Do anybody know what that feels like when you're in a relationship and you surrender to love? Okay, this can happen in friendships, okay? Because a lot of you experience this in friendships, but you may not have necessarily experienced it in a relationship, okay? Okay, Dee Dee says she's working on it. Okay. So let me explain to you how that works, okay? Now, when you're in a relationship and both parties has, okay, only says yes for a period of time. Only, wasn't that beautiful? Wasn't that beautiful? Let me tell you what it feels like when you've surrendered to love. Then you are no longer clashing. You understand your role. So, this is how I look at it, right? I look at it as the man being the head, right? The man is the head, and the woman's the neck, right? And the head can't turn unless the neck directs you. Okay? The head can't turn unless the neck directs you. Okay? Um Actually I did, however, it's unforbidden. It was my, oh, okay. Huh. Yeah. You can't, you there's you come to a placement, okay. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. No, listen. And let's talk about surrendering. And A lot of people come in and they surrender to a relationship that's broken, right? Trudy said she had to ghost them. A lot of times people come in and they surrender to brokenness. And if you're surrendering to someone that's broken, then you guys are going to produce brokenness. When you're truly in a healthy relationship and you surrender to each other, there's no struggle. There's no struggle as far as I need to be right, right? And I need to prove him wrong. There's no struggle that I got to get my point across. Each party, each of you is able to come, sit down, express your point of views. You may not agree. This is not about agreeing. This is about being able to respectfully identify, okay, that's your perspective on it. This is my perspective. What's the resolution? How can we get past this? Okay, I can give a little bit here. All right, I can give a little bit here. And then you meet each other in the middle. It's not about trying to one up your person. It's not about trying to break your person down with words to get them to do what you want them to do so you can feel something in you. Okay, that's not what it's about. All right. Heem is saying, I never had a healthy relationship, but now I know what a healthy relationship is. So the next one to come in for me, that's going to be my wife. Okay, Heem, that's beautiful. See? See? Now, Heem, what does a healthy relationship look like to you from a man's point of view? Heem, what does that look like? What does that look like? And ladies, what does it look like to be in a healthy relationship for you, ladies? What does that look like? Right? I asked this question because a lot of us get into relationship and you have no idea of what that looks like. We have no idea of what that looks like. A healthy relationship does not mean that you have a sycophant, meaning someone that's always telling you yes, right? A healthy relationship simply means that if you need to be checked, lovingly and supportively, you don't need an enabler, they're going to do that. If you need to be supported, they're going to do that. Whatever you need, right? Whatever you need, they're not doing it for you, right? Everything else that they're bringing to the table is extra. You're going to have to hold on to your own shit. But whatever you need, they got you. They got you. But they're not going to do your work for you. And they're not going to break you down verbally. They're not going to break you down mentally. They're not going to break you down spiritually. What they will do is add to you. They're going to add. They're not there to make you whole. They're there to add. Okay? Okay. Okay. My husband and I have been in a rough cycle, okay, which wasn't healthy. I started really, dive into some self-love and it's been helpful. Ashley, Ashley, and we talked about that, Ashley. Right, Ashley? We talked about that behind the scenes. Self-love is key because you teach people how to treat you based on how you treat yourself, okay? Now, if you set some boundaries in the beginning and then you let them break those boundaries, please, okay, I have children. And if I set some boundaries and I tell them don't do something, they're going to test them boundaries. And the minute I don't reinforce these boundaries, then they're going to take another step to see how much farther they're going to get. And if they get away with that, they're going to take another step. It is the same thing in relationships. You teach people how to treat you based on how you treat yourself, based on how you reinforce your boundaries, okay? And based on how you love yourself, based on what you tolerate and what you don't tolerate, okay? Best believe that. The best example of someone that of how to teach someone how to treat you is how you treat yourself. Okay. Okay. Oh, really? Okay, Trudy, why is that? Because I was watching Trudy. Last night as I was preparing for the Daily Vibration, I had on TLC and Sisters Wives was on and I was watching it and I find that show very, very interesting because y'all know my take on once it gets to two is company, three is a crowd. So to me, anything past three is a crowd. And I feel that way, Trudy, because me personally, there are many levels to me. There are many layers to me, right? And it could take someone years to get to uncover me, for me to get to uncover you. So personally, I feel if that's the case, I don't see how you can invest in me and then, and invest here. And then I just feel like that is just too much. And I also feel like at the end of the day, women is fucking women. There's going to be some jealousy. There's going to be some shit. That's just life, right? That is just life. Okay. But let's see what Trudy is saying. Okay. Lancy saying, I'm in a healthy relationship now. Listen, okay, Lancy, is that the Cancer? Because I liked his energy. Lancy, is that the Cancer? 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 Is that the Cancer Cancer's like, if you find a really good Cancer that is whole and absolute, you know. Okay, Sam said she agreed. Um, Sam said, I've also not been in a healthy relationship. I spent so much time healing that there's no way. Okay, Sam, I'm with you on that one. Okay. He is saying, yeah, I could have broke her all the way down spiritually, mentally, and physically, emotionally. However, I'm in such an yeah, I see. Watch him using those words. Him is him. Him is using the emperor. Him. Do you know the emperor means solid foundation, honey? The emperor is coming in with that strong energy. Okay, this is authority. This is a building ground. So him is like, yeah, I am placing that intention. Okay, I love it. Him. Do you mind if I ask how old are you? Because you seem, you seem to get you got to get it together. I'm such an emperor. I would never do anything that she didn't. Look at that. I'm loving that him. Okay. Mr. Rusty says, I was told by a psychic 25 years ago my relationship wouldn't last. Okay, so Mr. Rusty, let me explain something to you, right? Please understand you control your own energy. Let me tell you how this works, okay, Mr. Rusty. If you agree that your relationships is gonna last, then they're not gonna last. Right? You got the power to change that. So if you want a healthy relationship, Mr. Rusty, you can have one. You just gotta come up to that vibration. You just gotta come up to that vibration. That's it. Now, don't get me wrong. There are many of people that can be in a polygamous relationship and be happy with that and go through the normal woes, of the up and down of a relationship. There are people that can do that. I personally just feel like I can't do that. I cannot. That would not work for me. Okay, Nancy said he's the Cancer. Hey, Clara. Clara, today we're talking about what love got to do with it, okay? And how you can love someone more than you love yourself, okay? Sam is saying, oh, damn, that's okay. Heem got it. Heem got it. Heem, I don't know if he might not want to share his age. I did ask Heem how old he was. You can manipulate that energy. Yes, you can. You can absolutely. Let me explain something to you guys about readings, okay? Please understand this, all right? You guys are your own walk-in universe. Trudy, I do have to get the wizard at 2:30, so we're gonna have to so just remind me if you don't mind, Trudy. And Trudy, did you get my instant message from yesterday? Because I sent you a message on instant message. I just want to make sure you saw what I sent you. Okay? Because I sent you a message. I just want to make sure that you know. Okay? What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, how you can manipulate the energy. So I want you guys to understand that you are your own walking universe. Everybody is a walking universe. Okay. Perfect, Trudy. Everybody's a walking universe, okay? So understand you have the power to create or not in your own universe, which simply means, right? If I give you a reading, this is why I do readings and I give you both sides of the energy, because it's really your choice and your path. There are multiples and millions and trillions of ways to get to the same destination. My route to get to the destination does not necessarily mean it's the right or correct route for you. Okay, you are your own guru. You are your own guide. This right here, this station is a gas stop for you to get what you need so you can move forward. Okay, this is not for me to fix you. You have to fix yourself. Okay, so please understand that. With that being said, if I give you a reading and I say, look at this, I just picked this up because I just finished Cancer's reading. Okay, I just put out Cancer's reading. I just wrap that up. If I pull out the Tower card and I say to you, Mr. Rusty, this is going to happen and this is going to happen, right? You have the power to say, no, that's not going to happen. I don't agree with that. I don't receive that. And you can take the other route, right? You can take this Tower card that means the devastation and disaster and swap it upside down, right? And say, okay, now I'm going to operate in fear of change instead of embracing the change. It's your choice. It's energy. You do not have to co-sign, all right? When you co-sign to the energy, that's when you're tapping in or you're tuning into that frequency. If anybody gives you a reading and you don't fucking agree with what they tell you and that you don't agree, it does not have to unfold. This is energy. Energy changes form, and it changes and it just transforms and changes energy transforms and changes shape. Maybe, you can, it doesn't die, it just changes form. So you can love one person, don't love them no more, your energy is transferred over here to somebody else. So please do not think that anybody gives you a reading, it is solid. It is your choice to take the path A or path B, your choice. All right, and this is how you're able to also to change your natal chart. Hey Kathy, how are you? Yeah, listen, do not fucking co-sign with anybody in anything. If you don't want it to happen in your life, don't co-sign, okay? Please don't co-sign. You are control of your life, okay? You are in control of your life. I can tell you energetically, this is what's out here, this is what's happening, and you make the choice as to how it's going to unfold. Okay. Heme, that's number 5. If you add your numbers together, Heme, you're vibrating, your age, you're vibrating on a 5. That's representing change. That's a lot of powerful energy you rocking with, Heme. So know that. Utilize that energy. Definitely utilize that energy because you rock it. Now let me tell you something, Heme. If you're on your spiritual path, once you get to 33, awakening, there's going to be a lot of awakening happening, okay? A lot of awakening happening. Funny, you're rocking with the 5. I love 5. You know why I love 5? Because 5 represents change, and change is the only constant thing that you're guaranteed here in this realm. The only constant thing that you're guaranteed is change. So why not learn how to master change, right? Why not learn how to master change, right? Let me tell y'all something. Get up on your chakra system. I keep telling y'all that. Those are portals and those are gateways. If you can master your chakra system is your own individual solar system because you are a walking universe, okay? Solar system. They're portals, they're gateways, they're energy bodies, all right? All right, so now back to what were we talking about? Because I went off on a tangent here. Hey, Nefertiti, how are you, my love? Nefertiti, I don't know if you heard what I read that Heem said because we're talking about what love got to do with it. And the question that I posed was, have you ever been in a relationship where you have loved someone more than they loved you? So that's what we're talking about today, right? And then we got in the subject of polygamy, Nefertiti. We got in the subject of polygamy, and I was asking, the group if they could, how do they feel about that? And personally, me speaking, Nefertiti, I can't do it. I feel like there are many layers to me. And it may take a while for you to unfold and get to really know somebody. And if you are focusing on 3 other wives, how you really focusing on me, right? Because you're building and creating also with 3 other people. That's just my personal opinion. Not knocking anybody, because I really think if you have people that want to stick that out and that can work at it, I feel like it can happen. What I did notice, Trudy, because I was watching Sister Wives last night in TLC, what I did notice, because, and any of you that are empaths and any of you that have come across that show, what I did notice is as human beings, I can sit and I can look at the wives and tell which wives was having a problem within the marriage and which wives wasn't. Okay? So for me, isn't it polygamy? Polygamy, isn't that what they call it? Polygamy, when you have more than one wife, or polygamist? That's what we're talking about. Yeah, we're talking about men that can take on more than one wives. How do you feel about that? Because somebody mentioned, I think, in the chat, somebody mentioned that they're thinking about possibly, I don't remember, was that true? Possibly, entertaining that. And I think there are a couple of shows like that on TV also. There are a couple of shows like that on TV. Um, Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay, Trudy said no. Let me clarify. I'm sorry. Trudy said, let me clarify. Trudy was like, no, 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 not that. She said dating multiple people. Okay, sorry about that, Trudy. Okay, Trudy said, I don't want no sister wives. Yep, that's how I feel, Trudy. That's too much drama. That is way too much drama. Way too much drama. Now, Now, Nefertiti, what I was explaining to everybody, I was explaining to everybody that it's important for you to know who you are in a relationship, because anybody that comes in your relationship that says that they love you, they should be adding to you, not subtracting, not taking away, not breaking you down with their words, not breaking you down emotionally, not breaking you down spiritually, not breaking you down physically. They should be helping you to grow. And it's not saying that they're always going to like not call you out of your shit when you need to, and they're not going to check you. But even in them checking you and bringing things to your attention, it is not going to take your pain and to stab you back and throw things in your face. It's going to be able to exalt you, uplift you, and encourage you to do better and to move forward, you know. And that's a healthy relationship. And let me tell y'all something. When a woman has lost respect for her man, okay, when a woman has lost respect for her man, it is very easy for her to start to verbally break him down. And let me tell y'all something about men. And him, let me know what you think about this, him. I don't see a healthy relationship where you have a woman verbally constantly telling her man he ain't nothing, he's a piece of shit. Okay, you are not going to get the type of fruitation. You are, hey Capricorn sun, how are you? Hey Jasmine. Okay, light attract darkness. Okay, like my, okay, yeah, you're right, Jasmine. And but y'all also got to know what your darkness is too, because if you don't know what your darkness is and you attracting light, know what's going on in the dark. Know what's going on in the dark. Know exactly what's going on in the dark. AKA, pay attention to your emotional triggers. AKA, pay attention to your traumas. Right now, we're in Pisces season. Anything that's coming up emotionally, especially if it's shit from your past childhood, I'm asking you guys to please take a look at that. Please take a look at that in this season. It's time to let that go, okay? Yep, Jasmine said it. You got to do that shadow work, okay? Let me see. All Capricorns watch Empire because we strong. Can I tell you something? He pounds on that. You're right. And I'm going to tell you why that is to him. The archetype of the Capricorn energy him is all about foundation and stability, right? Meaning they Capricorn's energy governs structure, governmental systems, any type of system where order and structure comes in. Capricorn rules that. Capricorn rules the bones, right? Where the fuck you going without some bones, him? What you doing without some bones, him? Right? The muscles got to be entwined. What you doing, right? So you guys are the structure of everything, right? So know that your archetype. This is why you got to know your archetypes. However, with that being said, right, you also got to know your counterparts. What meshes well, right? And I'm not talking about knowing somebody else's counterparts. I'm talking about knowing your counterparts, aka your natal chart. When you know your counterparts and you know your natal chart, you guys know exactly how to move. Let me show y'all something. There is this one of my mentors. Before I knew that I was going to be doing this, I had this lady that I met almost 50 years ago, and she told me I was going to be doing this, and I told her that she was crazy because this was not my shit. I did not want to be responsible for nobody's shit. All of the information that I was running was for my knowledge and for my information, and I didn't want to share with nobody. Okay. Now she looked at me and she laughed, but can I tell y'all something now? In my description box below, you guys can find her information. She does natal charts, and she does natal charts, the wheels as well as the reports. Okay. All of this is information about me. Like, I goes in and I study myself, okay? Let me tell you something, okay? What it says right here, how I relate to the world in general. Let me show you where she's getting this information from. This report is about my opportunities, okay? This is my opportunities, my astrological profile, okay? If y'all can also see, it gives all of my placement, and it goes in and it breaks down my placement, and it tells me exactly where my opportunities are, okay? Now, her information is in the description box. Like, this is not a game. Like, I study myself. This is not a game. Now, see this? This is not a game, okay? All right? Look. What does it say? Your strongest psychological tendencies. My strongest right? Psychological tendencies. Y'all see all the shit I got highlighted? Hey, Kimberly, how are you? So the point that I'm trying to make, guys, and then this is another report. What is this one? This one is, this is another report. This one came with my wheel. So this is my natal chart wheel, right? And this one is just a breakdown of my whole chart. This is just a breakdown of my whole chart. And this goes into where my alignments are, where my strong points are, where my weaknesses are, all right? So this information, I'm not saying that you guys need to get in depth as me, because that's just my thing, right? You guys don't have to get in depth like me, but what you do need to do is understand why you get angry when someone does this, why you get sad when this happens, right? Why you cry when this happens, why you curse a motherfucker out when they say this word. You have to be able to understand what's going on inside of you. If you do not, where we are right now, you will be an emotional puppet. You will get caught up in this energy wave, this emotional energy wave. Okay, let me check what's going on in the chat. Okay, damn Capricorns. Y'all are great, Brittany. So if this is why Capricorns can come in, and Capricorns can take a situation and delegate. Capricorns can come in and delegate and get shit done. This is why Capricorns can show you where the money is, because that's where they are. Order, structure, governmental system. This is why Capricorns is really good in business, and they can find money and accumulate wealth, okay? Let's see. Trudy said something. Exactly, Trudy. Don't forget the stars. Let's see. Just like other sign, Cappies have the downside. Yeah, so let me tell you your downside, Capricorns. Your downside is you can be very judgmental, okay? And you can be very judgmental, you can be very critical, and you can be very in your ego. Very, very ego, okay? And you guys can also be materialistic. Maybe not as materialistic as Taurus, but you can tend to be materialistic too. So the downsides is you can be in your ego a lot, judgmental, egotistical, judgmental, what's the other one? And just like no gray, just very black and white. This is the way it should go. That's the way you did it. It's fucking wrong. Just very, it could be very no gray in between there. Okay. So that's, yeah. And that would be knowing your dark side. That would be knowing your dark side. Okay. So I just saw something about Kim Warner. Let me see. Let me scroll down. Because Kim Warner, that's my mentor. Kim Warner's information is in the description box below. Aw, thank you, Kimberly. Kimberly said, hello, Mentor Kamoy. Let's see. Just the signs, the Trudy, okay. Nefertiti said, loyalty, I agree. The sun sign just gives a blanket general knowledge. Yes, so Nefertiti is right. So the sun sign is what you show to the outer world, okay? Your moon sign is your inner world. That's your shadow side. That's your shadow self, okay? So your moon sign is your emotional sign, your emotional body. That is going to dictate, right, how the sunshine is going to project out to the world, okay? So the sun, you can say that the sun sign is your masculine energy, okay? And the moon sign is your feminine energy, your emotions, all right? So you definitely want to pay attention to your sun and your moon, because they rule your heart chakra. And the moon is ruled by Cancer, feelings, okay? And the sun is ruled by Leo, your will and your ego. All right, now you guys, if you've watched any of my videos long enough, you know I always talk about your emotions. Your heart chakra is your true compass in this dimension, okay? How are you birthing things into this dimension is through your heart chakra. All right, that is your compass. That is where everything vibrates from. This is where your Taurus field pulsates from, okay? Oops, sorry, pulsates from, okay? So understand that. Yes, Trudy is right. Kim Warner does the full natal chart report. Ashley, you can check out the information in the description box below. I also have a breakdown, okay? I have a breakdown of what she does. And you can reach out to her directly, because I don't know her turnaround time, so you can reach out to her directly. And can I just major shout out to Kim Warner? Kim Warner, like I said, she's my mentor. Kim Warner, major shout out to her. Kim Warner donated and purchased for me the astrological app where I can do birth charts and natal charts, like the same thing that she does. I just feel like I need to do a little bit more studying. I trust her. Not only is she gifted, she taps in meditation to the actual archetypes, so she's very in depth with her shit. And she's also I really like, she's a shaman in her own way, like very very fucking gifted. She's the one, like I said, that told me this is what I was going to be doing, and I didn't believe her. So very very gifted, and that was almost 15 years ago. So yeah. Let me see. So check out her information in the description box below, Ashley. Samantha says Capricorn Sun, Leo Moon. Okay. Okay, so with the Leo Moon, Samantha Smith, you want to definitely make sure that you're not too much in your ego. Okay, make sure you're tapping into your intuition. Okay, Leo Moon. Yeah, check that out. Let's see. Well, if the heart is leading me, I'm screwed big time. Lily Jules, Lily, we talk about your words all of the time, Lily. Your words, Lily, are considered spelling, right? And spell ins are spells, okay, Lily? So whatever you say, Lily, okay, whatever you spell out, Lily, creates a vibrational tone, a frequency. And it's like tuning into that radio station, Lily. So you want to be mindful, Lily. Oh, boom, Lily. Okay, boom, Lily, got it. Remember I told you guys the other day about Florence Shen? Lily, you need to get this book. I think I paid $8 for this book, Lily. It was not a difficult book. Lily, you need to get this book. It's called The Power of the Spoken Word. And it's by Florence Shine, okay? Or Sheen. Shine. And it's called The Power of the Spoken Word, Lily. You need to get this book, Lily. I'm telling y'all, look, it's not a hard read, Lily. And let me tell you, Lily, I got shit all on the line. Like, this is not a joke. This is how you heal yourself, right? You go in, you grab the mysteries, and then you practice it with consistency. I'm not saying it's easy, but you can do it. Lily, I need you to watch your words, Lily. I need you to watch your words, because your words produce your reality. Your words are spells, their frequencies and their vibration. I need you to get this book, Lily. Okay, it's how much pages? It's literally not even 100 pages, Lily. It's 81 pages, Lily. It's not a lot, okay? The Power of the Spoken Word. Anybody else on here can get it also if you're having problems with your words, okay? Okay, please respond to spiritual awakening. Okay, let me see. Let me scroll up. Did I miss something? Lily says she was screwed. Capricorn, I'm gonna reach out to Kim. Thank you. You're welcome, Brittany. It was written in the 17s, but still resonate today. You can check. Did I miss a book or something, Nefertiti? Uh, Oh, Jasmine said she's my mentor too. So Jasmine, you know what we talking about. We know Jasmine knows. Jasmine knows Kim. So Jasmine knows who I'm talking about. I fucking love Kim. That lady lets me be myself. And can I tell y'all something? She's also an ordained minister, and she doesn't do normal church right now because she teaches astrology. She teaches occult science. Like, she teaches you the stuff that I was talking about yesterday that they don't teach in normal church. She goes beyond the veil. So y'all, yeah, like that. She's on point with her shit. Okay, Kimora, you just said the same. You just said the same to Jasmine. Major shout out to Miss Kim. See, Ashley knows her too. Boom. So y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all speak to her, I say, hey, Kim. Check out my description box. Y'all can find her information. Heem said, okay, wait, if I'm 32, then that breaks down, to 8. Heem, how did you get 8 from 32? Heem, how did you get 8? I got 5, Heem. I want to know where you came up with 8. Maybe you know something that you can tap me into, Heme. Thank you, Trudy. She commented at 216. Let me see. Okay. I'm still scrolling. Oh, okay. Here, got it. Okay. Hey, Kimoy. Okay, this is Eunice. I say no to sharing, and I don't want to share full body fluids. Eunice, I'm with you. I know it's a spiritual act. Absolutely, I don't want to intertwine my spirit with some. Yep. Uh, Spiritual awakening. Can I tell you something? Like we talked about that a couple of days ago about when you're having sex with someone and they're sleeping with multiple people, how you're not just encountering that person's energy, but you're also encountering all of the other people that they're sleeping with. So we're not even talking about bodily fluids. Remember yesterday in the Capricorn spiritual video, we talked about entities, like creating entities. So you're also tapping into other people's thought forms and other people's entities that you have to now overcome. So I'm with you on that spiritual awakening. I'm with you on that. He most definitely is a it's a cheat sheet. Yeah. Heme is just a cheat sheet. And the reason, if we're talking about the natal charts, and the reason why it's just a cheat sheet, that's how you can change it. Because if you're aware of the information and where your obstacles are, right, you can then change it. You can then use your spiritual muscles or physical muscles or do what you need to do to change the course. Okay, this is how you change your birth chart, your natal chart. Okay, thank you, Trudy. Okay, Trudy, when is the next class starting? Okay. I'm gonna be back on this afternoon after 5:30, guys, once I get the kids situated, and we're gonna be discussing some spiritual things. Um, okay, okay. Next class. Kimberly, I'm waiting for a few more people to sign up, Kimberly. Once I reach my number, then I'm going to start giving dates, but I don't have enough people yet. I have a magic number. Y'all know my magic number is like my magic number is 15. 15 equals the number 6, which is all about harmony. 6 neutrons, 6 protons, and what's the other one? 666 makes up the number of man. It's not evil. It is your physical body, and it makes up man. And it also vibrates as balance and harmony in this third dimensional realm too. Heem said, okay, no, yeah, Heem. Okay, all right, okay, mistake. I'm super excited to be able. Oh, yes, Sam. And can I tell you something, Sam? When we start the next class, I'm taking it deeper. I'm gonna be taking it deeper on the lives. Like we're gonna go in deeper on the lives. So let me just run down a few of my classes for those of you that are interested. Okay, I do have 3 classes that I offer. I offer a 13-week class. It's called Bending Space and Time. This is when you start to figure out who you are, knowing yourself. We go through 13 weeks of you investigating yourself, right? And being able to manipulate space and time. That is possible. You can manipulate space and time because time doesn't really exist, and you can hop from one space to the next, okay? And we do that using the 13 moon Mayan calendar system, okay? My next class is how to trust your intuition and communicate with the spiritual realm. That's talking to your guides, your angels, your ancestors, tapping into the Akashic field. Okay. So the 13-week class is 13 weeks, and that is for a donation of $233, and you can split that up in 2 payments. How to trust your intuition and speak to your guides and your angels. That is a 5-week class, and that is for a donation of $125. Okay. These are private classes. So the last class that I offer is how to interpret your tarot cards. We use the original Rider-Waite deck, and I go through the basic meaning of the cards, right? And I also tell you how to, like what the little symbols in the cards mean, how you can pull out different things from the cards to interpret the cards intuitively, not just based on the general meaning, okay? And that is a 5-week course, and that's also for a donation of $125, okay? Now, in all of my classes, the goal is for you to master yourself and for you to be able to take control of your own universe and understand that you're constantly shifting dimensions, right? You're constantly bouncing from dimension to dimension, right? I don't know if you guys, any of you are into quantum physics, but if you're into quantum physics, you don't have to read all of the heavy shit. Just go look up some videos on YouTube. I feel like that is the best way to explain what's happening spiritually or what goes on spiritually. If you can get your head around that there's multiple dimensions simultaneously happening at the same time and that time does not exist, then you are able to project yourself into the future and literally jump and change states. Okay, so sometimes when you jump into the future or you change timelines, it may take a little while for things to catch up with you. Okay, so you're like, you're futuristically, you're there, but it may take a little while for your experiences because the universe doesn't have to bend and shift and shape things to match your vibration, but it is available to you. Okay, and all of this and all of how you manifest is based on what I like to call the holy trinity of manifestation, right? Your heart chakra, what you feel; your throat chakra, what you speak; and your third eye chakra, what you perceive, right? That's um three of your top chakras, right? Those three of the top chakras then have to take dominion of your lower chakras, right? Your root chakra, where fear and anxieties lie; your sacral chakra, where your emotions and change for relationship lies, right? And your solar plexus, where your ego and your will lies, right? So those lower chakras have to be controlled, or be dominion need to be taken over by your top chakras. Okay, so please understand, there's so much going on. Let me show y'all something else, and then I'm gonna wrap this up. If you guys are interested in how this works and who you are, you can start also by reading the 12 powers. Okay, this is the 12 powers of man. Hi, Kelly Kales. This is the 12 powers of man, right? And in the 12 powers of man, what I'm doing now, and this is something that I'm going to do in another class, I can't figure out yet. The 12 powers of man, I don't know if y'all could see this, is also linked to zodiac signs, right? So when you're talking about the 12 disciples, or you're talking about the 12 zodiacs are the 12 disciples, okay? There are 12 facets within your body that you need to master. And each one of these is linked to a planetary system as well as a zodiac sign, okay? So no, you're not just mastering the zodiac sign. I'm a Scorpio, I'm a Cancer, I'm a Capricorn. You're not doing that. You're also mastering yourself. This is why you need not just to master your sun sign, but all 12 of these signs are within your physical body. As above, so below. You have planets, you got stars. You are a living, walking star. Okay? So understand that, guys. Understand that. All right, so I'm going to close down now because I gotta go get the little wizard. I gotta get the little wizard. He emailed me. Anybody that's interested in the class, if you guys can email me, and then when I get a tally, then I can actually set an official date. Okay, just email me. And then we can, and then when I get a head count, I can set an official date. But just know everything you need to know, guys. Everything you need to know is in you. It's in you. Everything. Okay, you just need to take the time to know and to figure it out. So behind the scenes, this is what I do. I study, and then I can come on here and I can make it, so you guys can understand. Thank you, Kelly Kels. I appreciate it. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna jump off now, and I will be back after 5:30 for spiritual conversation. So if you guys want to jump back on after 5:30, we're going to be talking about spiritual conversations today, and we're going to tap into a little bit more of this stuff. So come with your questions, okay? If you guys have questions. If you are a Capricorn or a Pisces or a Cancer, your signs, your videos, your bi-weeklies are up today. I might do 2 more signs today, but definitely Capricorns, Pisces, and Cancer, you will be able to see your videos on the channel today. All right, see you guys after 5:30. Jane, Nifertiti, only one. I appreciate Nancy, Sam. I got 2 Sams on here. Kelly Kels, Trudy, Kimberly, I love y'all. I don't think I saw Queen Kim on here today. Jean, love you. Jean, Jane, I love you. I appreciate all y'all. Dee Dee, Jasmine, Ashley, Aisha, Heem. Who else we got in here? Major shout out to Capricorn Sun, Lily Jules. All right, I love all y'all. I'm gonna see you guys later, okay? After 5:30. Love you guys.